Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, everybody. So, as you all might know, I have been playing Cyberpunk 2077 with well over 100 mods for months now. But patch 2.3 just dropped, and most of those mods are not even updated yet. So I figured, why not go completely vanilla while I wait? So, no visual mods, no reshade, no gameplay mods, no anything like that. So, immediately after launching the game, I saw that FSR4 was available to turn on even if AMD has not released drivers for Cyberpunk to be compatible with FSR4 yet. And here is where I actually ran into my first problem. When I launched the game with FSR4, midway through my loading screen, the game just offs itself. It crashes. But when I turn off FSR4, the game just loads perfectly fine. And by the way, I am also testing FSR 3.1 frame generation, but my overall experience with it is not good. It feels like my game gets more choppy and it does not improve smoothing at all. So I opted to go back to what I usually use, AMD fluid motion frames, and my overall experience with that is day and night compared to FSR 3.1 frame gen in game. So I just ended up restarting the game, but with frame gen off and AMD fluid motion frames active. And so, moving on from that, the first thing that I wanted to try out was the new Delamain cab. And to be honest with you, I'm just gonna say it straight. It was horrid. It was not good at all. And to be honest, I'll just let the few seconds of gameplay explain it here.
I'm delighted to welcome you to your first Delamain experience. How might I assist you? We have arrived.
So, yeah. I think I just got scanned by Delamain. So when I set the destination, it just immediately said that I've arrived. And it said, yo, which is my command, which means it's going there. But for the next few seconds, it's not moving. And I just ditched the cab. And an additional thing here is that it started spiking my frame time. I started hitching. So my frame time was just spiking erratically and I was stuttering so much. So I don't know what's going on here. Again, new update, new bugs. I hope CDPR fixes it fast because this is not good. And so now at this point in time, I just played the game normally, as I would. So I just did a gig that I haven't done yet, and then I can't help but notice the weather in the game does not change. I tried skipping time multiple times to actually change the weather, but it still didn't budge. Now, I don't know if this is something related to me turning off all of my mods in Vortex and not deleting them, because in Vortex, when I have all my mods installed, you guys know I also always use heavy clouds weather or overcast weather. So I don't know if it's that or the game weather is just completely broken for me because it's not changing at all. I actually started to get pretty frustrated with the game, but I'm not mad. CDPR still did pretty good, and it's amazing that they're still supporting this game after 5 years of that crappy, horrible launch. But anyways, I just finished the gig, yada yada yada. And if you guys did not know this earlier, I actually got a new quest, a side quest. And I'm not gonna say any spoilers, but it's actually one of the new content that came with patch 2.3.
Gig's done. It's got all the dirt on Kendachi.
And as you guys can see, I'm going to my journal, and here's the quest right here called Freedom. Now this quest actually leads you to the dam where there's some sort of conflict happened. Now I won't say any spoilers because I want you guys to figure it out for yourselves. Now it's pretty cool. The side quest is pretty cool. So you go to the dam, investigate something, go to the Rancho Coronado area, and this is where you actually find the caliburn Mordred just driving around aimlessly. And once you find it, you actually start shooting at it. And once you shot at it for a couple of times, it'll actually stop. And at that segment, at that part, you actually get into the caliburn module itself. It scans you, and then you immediately get wanted by NCPD. Now, to get the module itself, you actually have to escape the NCPD, and once you've escaped them, congratulations, you now own the caliburn module. Well, I guess you stole it, in fact. And as for the look of the caliburn module itself, honestly, I do like the normal rayfield caliburn's front, as it does give homage to the Bugatti Chiron, which personally is my favorite car. But to my subjective eye, when you go to the rear, the Morgid actually, for me, does look way better than the normal caliburn. Again, that's just for my subjective eye. I don't know if you guys like it or hate it, but yeah. And for the most part, the front lights and the front and side lights, sorry, on the caliburn Morgid are actually not changeable. So they're just only purple in the meantime. And the rims do glow. At least the front rims do glow. So yeah, that's my take on the Morgid. Also guys, as I was driving around enjoying my new caliburn Morgid, I actually got a text from River. Now this side quest, also one of the new ones, is actually how you can get the Yaiba Semimaru, the one and only supercar that Yaiba produced. And to actually get the Yaiba Semimaru, guys, it was actually way more straightforward than I thought it would be. Now first, you actually need to hop onto a highway where the Semimaru was last seen, and you need to start shooting at the car for the car to stop, then defeat the drivers, and once you've done that, you just need to get into the Yaiba, jack yourself in, and the car is all yours. Congratulations, you now own the new Yaiba Semimaru. Now looking at the Semimaru, I do love its looks, the detail, the interior and exterior, and I feel like it fits well into the Cyberpunk universe as itself. But for the performance, I guess I was just expecting a little bit more from CDPR because it feels the exact same as the Caliburn, it sounds the exact same, and its speed is the exact same. So yeah, for now, that is all I will cover in the new update. And that was my experience playing vanilla Cyberpunk 2077 after months of going fully modded. Patch 2.3 definitely brought in some cool stuff. New gigs, new rides, that Delamain cab feature, even if it kinda glitched out on me. And I also gave FSR 3.1 frames a shot, but honestly I'm sticking with AMD fluid motion frames for now. The visual clarity and the stutters were just not in it for me. But to be honest, even without mods, the game still has its moments, and it's nice seeing CDPR keep pushing updates this far out into the game. With all that said, I will definitely miss my visuals, the photorealism, the LUTs, all the little atmospheric and gameplay tweaks. So once those mods get updated, you already know I'm diving back in with a full visual stack. So anyways, feel free to let me know in the comments if you've tried patch 2.3 yet and how it feels playing vanilla again after you were modding prior to the patch. Now with all that being said and done, I really do hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Once again, feel free to comment your thoughts about anything, and any feedback would be greatly appreciated. I hope you all are having a good morning, afternoon or evening. God bless, stay safe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.